everyone. Welcome back to my channel Tech Universe with Asma. Today we are going to scratch the surfaces of artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, Amazon Bedrock, Bedrock Knowledge Bases, RAG, Bedrock Agents, and prompt engineering. So let's get started. Now let's understand what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence. It is the ability of machines or computer programs to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. So it makes machines smart. They think, learn, and solve problems exactly the way humans do. For example, Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant. These are all AI. They understood our voice and they answer like humans. Now, machine learning. Machine learning is a branch of AI where computers learn from data without being explicitly programmed. So now you show machine hundreds of images of fruits such as apples, bananas, and which are labeled correctly. The machine learn the pattern on its own in the data, like the color, the shape, the size. And next time if sees a new picture, it can predict, hey, it's probably a banana. The example of machine learning are spam filters in our emails. So how does machine learning work? Basically, we collect a huge amount of data. We train a model using algorithms. We test the model on a new data and it will improve it over time when we provide more data to it. Now, deep learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning. It uses neural networks just like human brain to learn super complex patterns often used for images, speech and text recognition. So deep learning is just like our human brain. Our human brain has billions of neurons. Now each neuron it receives signals, it processes the information and send outputs to the next neurons. Similarly, in deep learning, we have artificial neurons. Artificial neurons are tiny math functions. Each one takes an input, it adds the weight and added the bias, and it applies an activation function, and it passes the output forward to the next artificial neuron. So just like neurons fire in your brain, neurons in deep learning models activate based on what they receive. Now, generative AI. Generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that generate brand new content just like text, images, audio, video, or even code. And it is based on the data it has been trained on. It's been trained on huge amount of data. So you give it a prompt and it creates new images. uh, it- Generative AI is basically trained on big data. It learned from a massive data sets like millions of books, websites, millions of artworks and musics. It basically find patterns. It understands grammar, style, color, tone, logic, or everything it will learn. It will find patterns. Then it will generate new output. So when you give it a prompt, it responds by generating new content based on the pattern it has learned from a huge data set. So for the text generation we use chatbots like ChatGPT, Claude AI. Then for image generation we use DAL-E, Midjourney, Stable Diffusion. For music and audio creation also AI music composition is used. Code generation we basically use GitHub Copilot, Amazon Q Developer. So that's how generative AI works. Now let's understand knowledge bases and RAG. A knowledge base in Amazon Bedrock is a feature that connects your private data like documents, PDF, websites, or database to your foundation models. To equip foundation models with up-to-date data and proprietary information, organizations uses Retrieval-Augmented Generation. It's a technique that fetches data from companies' data sources, enriches the prompt to provide more relevant and accurate responses. So you upload your data, for example, PDFs, documents, wikis, or product info to Amazon S3. Bedrock processes it. It breaks data into chunks and create embeddings. that is smart summaries. Then we connect to a model like Claude 3 or Amazon Titan. Then when user asks a question, Bedrock retrieves the most relevant data. Then the model combines the data with its own knowledge and gives a precise answer. That's how knowledge bases work. Bedrock agents are just like smart assistants you can build using Bedrock. They just don't respond with text, but they actually take action, use tools, call APIs based on what the user asks. They combine generative AI models such as Claude 3, Titan, Stable Diffusion with logic and memory so that your chatbot or assistant can do real work, not just chit chat. So, how agents work? Suppose an e-commerce customer support agent. Agent can retrieve order details using an API. It can cancel orders. It can process refunds and answer product-related questions via knowledge bases. So, this is how agents work. Now let's understand what is prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is the art and science of writing effective instructions called prompts to get the best possible output from an AI model such as ChatGPT, Claude or Amazon Titan. So it gives the best possible answer. It is like giving the clear instruction to a super smart assistant, so it understands exactly what you want. So if you give ChatGPT a prompt, write a story, so it might give you any kind of story, but when you ask, write a short story about a brave girl who saves her village using her science project. Now the ChatGPT knows what exactly you want, so it will give you a correct well crafted story. So this is called as a well crafted prompt. So prompt engineering is about designing that input smartly so that the model gives you accurate, useful and creative